All right, hi again, everybody. Brian Spencer here with your Pure Pro Wrestling update. Over 350 rabid fans jam-packed the Capitol Sports Fieldhouse in Owosso this past Saturday night for Pure Pro Wrestling's Clash at the Capitol 3. 3 titles were on the line, money was raised for the Owosso area YMCA, and we have a lot to cover in the coming weeks for the Clash. Before we start, let's take a moment to thank our Owosso sponsors. Z92.5 The Castle, 103.9 The Fox, The Sideline Sports Bar, Capitol Sports Fieldhouse, Jets Pizza of Owosso, Mars Furniture and Mattress Barn, Approved Auto Service Center, The UPS Store of Owosso, Cricket Wireless of Owosso, SLH Metals, Enhanced Chiropractic, Loon Cannabis of Owosso, High Quality Glass Inc., Sherwin-Williams of Owosso, Edward Jones Audrey Slander Financial Advisor, Recreation Warehouse, Right Way Auto Sales, and the YMCA of Owosso. And just a reminder for you fans in Owosso, don't miss Healthy Kids Day on April 20th at the YMCA from 1 to 3, featuring the stars of Pure Pro Wrestling. This special event allows kids to take part in several fun activities. Now, let's go over the fallout from the Clash. For the Michigan State Tag Team titles, Obsidian's Alpha Adams and Prince Abdul Hakim challenged for the belts against Dave Weston and the Big Deal Cody Manning. After some heinous tactics by Obsidian, it looked like they had the belts in the bag, until former member, the Global Flyer Drake, came out and stopped the Prince and his cheating ways, which distracted Alpha Adams enough to get the pin to have Weston and Manning retain the titles. Later on in the night, as Drake got the incredible and some may say upset win over Ace Evans, Obsidian returned to the ring to plan a 2-on-1 attack on Drake. That was until Cruiserweight Champion James Alexander came out to intervene for the second time on Drake's behalf. However, as Drake extended the olive branch in a sign of respect, Alexander refused and walked off. After a tag team encounter that saw the Midwest Misfits in a losing effort against Percy and Penny Poindexter, due to the Misfits attacking Percy's regularly scheduled partner Tank in his dressing room, James Alexander came back out to defend his Cruiserweight Championship against TNA superstar, the Black Diamond Jack Price. In a close battle, James Alexander was able to wear down the left leg of Price and got him in the crippling single-leg Boston Crab, but just before we had a conclusive winner, Obsidian came back again to attack and beat down Alexander. In another sign of respect, Drake returned the favor by coming to the aid of Alexander, but was promptly met with an Obsidian double team. Then, in one of the most shocking moments in PPW history, Obsidian turned to Jack Price and offered him a t-shirt for a spot in Obsidian. Jack Price thought about it for a second, took the t-shirt and started to put it on. However, he turned back around and laid out Obsidian, sending them back to the dressing rooms. Price then shook the hand of the Global Flyer Drake in a show of respect from their classic encounter in Bay City earlier this year, but following that, Drake once again offered a hand to help James Alexander up. This time, James accepted. What is going to happen with this seemingly new alliance with Drake and Alexander? We'll have to stay tuned to find out. In Tornado Tag Team action, the war with the upper echelon, made up of Mr. One Night Only JP Ono and the AIWF Continental Champion high-profile Dylan Knight, against Z-Man, the Amazing Zondo, and hard-to-kill Dylan Derringer, continued all over the Capitol Sports Fieldhouse. When it was all said and done, stereo splashes off the top through tables on each of the members of the upper echelon gave Zondo and Derringer the win, which meant Dylan Derringer could pick the stipulation for his one-on-one rematch for the Continental title at Lucha Fiesta in Saginaw, Michigan in May. As Dylan was about to break the news to the Owosso crowd, the upper echelon stood back up and attacked him, leaving him laying in the ring. Folks, as of this update, we do not have official word about Derringer's condition or the stipulation he chose. PPW officials are convening with Derringer and his personal physician, and a decision will be made in the near future on what's going to happen with this match. Now, we take you to the main event, and it was a colossal and classic main event, one of the best in pure pro wrestling history, as Mr. Owosso Casey Lambert, accompanied by members of Ashley's Dance Shack, takes on PPW Michigan State Heavyweight Champion Gideon Malice for the most prestigious prize in Michigan wrestling today. Chops and lariats and power moves were traded between both men. However, the referee was accidentally struck with a Lambert lariat, sending him to the floor. Just after that, Lambert was able to hit the O-bomb on Malice, and as he went for a cover, a second referee came out and counted 1, 2, 3. And just like that, in front of his fans, his friends, his family, including his fiancée and soon-to-be-born daughter, and the community of Owosso, Mr. Owosso Casey Lambert, in less than a year's time, had won the Michigan State Heavyweight title. That was until the first referee regained consciousness and ended up disqualifying Lambert for striking him with the lariat, making Gideon Malice the winner by disqualification and still PPW Michigan State Heavyweight Champion. Folks, Clash at the Capitol 3 was a roller coaster of emotions, but now we set our eyes forward to Friday, May 3rd. The Vault in Saginaw, Michigan will host Pure Pro Wrestling's Lucha Fiesta. There is a lot of fallout coming out from the Clash that I'm sure will come to a head Friday, May 3rd. Get your tickets now at pureprowrestling.net. Don't forget to use the sale codes SCOUTS or YMCA, as a portion of ticket sales will go to one of those great programs. We will be back next week for more coverage from Clash at the Capitol 3 and more updates for Lucha Fiesta in Saginaw. For this update, I'm Brian Spencer.